So look at this. The overlay for Halloween Horror Nights. And on this side, there it is. You got the cup, the gargoyle, the hoodie, the shirt, cool bag, the logo, the shirt, and gargoyle. And then over here, it's just regular old Universal stuff. Nothing Horror Nights related. And like I was trying to explain in the last video, which you probably couldn't really hear me, the Dead Coconut Club, which I might check out whenever I leave, is going to be Coven this year. Last year it was Blumhouse and a vampire thing, but this year it does open at 5. You got entertainment, exclusive drink offerings, free admission, all ages welcome, which means you don't need to drink to have fun. This year, it is Coven. And here, we have some stanchions for lights. Gotta love that. That means Horror Nights is coming soon. And yes, Halloween Horror Nights starts next weekend. Literally, we will be there today, next week. So it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna go through Universal Orlando Resort and go through all the scare zones again, update what they look like, and then we will find the house portals. And I'll tell you what the houses are and where they're gonna be. It is a very cloudy, rainy day here at Universal Orlando, so hopefully we can get some stuff in. I'm about to go pick up our Universal Unmasking the Horror Tour tickets, because we'll be doing that next week, or in 2 weeks. Horror Nights is starting next week, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. So let's go to Universal and do some more updates. And as we enter the park, we are here to where our first scare zone is, and where we enter the park for Halloween Horror Nights. There is the Halloween Horror Nights. I can't even think of what it's called, but I have seen something last night, so we might get what we want. I'm not going to spoil it though. And the entrance does have vines and everything overtaking the gargoyle, and you enter the gates. There's another gargoyle over there that has vines all over it. Oh man, this is gonna be good. So we could either go straight, like I've said in previous videos, or we can go to the right towards Hollywood, and we're gonna go towards Hollywood because we have 1 week left until Horror Nights, which means most of the props are probably out. Let's go see what they've added and hope that we can get some good stuff. And now we enter the Masquerade Scare Zone. Vines growing on the entrance. There's a lot of people here today. There's always a lot of people, but more than usual. Oh look, the mystery van's out, which means the mystery gang is probably here somewhere. It doesn't look like there's much added, but we are going to go into the Five and Dime, check out the new merch, and buy some. And as you can see on this one, they have gargoyles. They've added gargoyles. Oh look, there's a trigger. When you see that, that is where a scare actor is going to press something to try to scare you. Look, gargoyles and Marilyn Monroe. This area is going to look so cool. So we were wondering why this one was so overgrown, but then you had to think about it. It does look like it's more outside than the rest. Like all the other ones, they kind of look like they're inside, but this one definitely gives off balcony for outside. Oh look, yep, this is a guy. Look at those shoes and those legs. Definitely a guy being covered up here. But just look how pretty it is. Definitely overgrown with a lot of vines. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then the exit gates. I don't know if they're gonna add another one to here to make it like a double gate, but right now we only have one. But either way, and here are some light stanchions for Mel's Drive-In, which will be Mel's Die-In. So that's going to be real fun. I know the hype list will come out, so it's going to be a little different, but I am really excited for this area. I mean, it's going to be car hop zombies on roller skates. That's going to be awesome. And they've changed that to Halloween Horror Nights. A little pop-up where you can take pictures. And now going through Central Park. Oh, look. Have they always had those cats on there? I don't actually remember. But just look at this area. It's going to look so cool at night. I don't think they've added really anything. Because they just add a bunch of junk. Like horror or Halloween junk and book bags and jeans, pumpkins, a little cat. Oh man, you gotta love cats. That's why the scare zone's gonna be good. It's just gonna be full of cats. And then all the pumpkins in the trees. So excited for this scare zone. Because like we said in the video, it does extend all the way through. Because it's like we're going through Crooked Lane right now. The dark path. Oh, that's a scary pumpkin. Going down Crooked Lane. And then past a giant ball of yarn. And when you finally get here, look at this house. It doesn't look much different than it did last time I was here, last week. But I'm not in a rush today, so I can show it a lot more. Oh, there's a creepy clown. Everybody hates creepy clowns. But they did add like names to some of these. And actual like cat pictures. That's a cat picture. That's got to be a real cat, right? Definitely think somebody's going to be popping up from here. And they got a speaker. And then over here, we can't go through anymore because it looks like they are... Oh, I guess you can go through. It tells us please don't climb. But this does look like it's going to be like a house. Like just a walk-through house without having to actually like go through the house. So that's going to be fun. And then if you come over here, we have some... lights things. Oh, this is not for Horror Nights. Well, that's kind of lame. But Bad Guys 2 is going to be in theaters on August 1st, which was like, whatever. And then here we're going to have the bar and food area for animal actors. This is the animal actors area. Turn up the brightness for you a little bit. No food menus yet. But this is going to be an area at Halloween Horror Nights where it's going to have food and beverages. And then over here, we have a food truck. Cool design. Is that what's going to be here? Does that say BuzzCon? Oh, it does. It's BuzzCon batteries. So is BuzzCon like a thing that everything's gonna be? Because this definitely looks like it's gonna be like the Dolls food booth truck thingy. And if they're saying that like it's BuzzCon that goes and gives them the batteries, that's pretty cool. Because it's like BuzzCon is a whole thing like Cary, Ohio. Like I've said before, this area sometimes is a scare zone, or not really a scare zone, but they have chainsaw hordes walking through Springfield a lot. This year it's not confirmed. This is new. Little tables, I think, where you can eat. Anyway, yeah, they took the car out. Like I said they would. That's funny. Anyway, this is where chainsaw hordes usually are. But there's never confirmed, and we don't really know until opening night or even premium scream night. But sometimes hordes of chainsaw carrying people, sometimes not. I guess we'll find out next week. So we're at our first house portal of the journey, and this house is going to be Hatchet and Chains. Or at least we believe it's going to be.
In this old west town, all hell is breaking loose. Red hot lava demons are trying to possess everyone, melting everything in their path. Your only hope? Hatchet and Chains with their mystical weapons.
Here's a little update on the bridge. It's done. Like, they have the walls down and everything. They just have the stanchions here because they don't want you to walk on it yet. You probably won't be able to walk on it until at least Horror Nights, but yeah, the bridge is completely done. And as you can see over there, the walls have come down near the bathrooms. We'll get closer over there, but the bridge is done right before Horror Nights. They did really good, and it smells new. It smells like new wood, so that's exciting. And then here we have 2 more house portals. They don't have the things up yet, but this is where the new tents are. And it's really hard to see right now, but you go through those gates. There are 2 tent houses in the back. It's a long walk, but it's worth it. And this is where we believe, or we know because of the facades, one is Fallout.
Face your fears in post-apocalyptic LA. Escape from the vaults to the wasteland and confront the formidable bounty hunter, the Ghoul.
And one is Gulkin, Monsters of the North.
In a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead, bringing a horde of monsters and demons from the fords to wreak havoc on the townspeople. Try to escape the belly of the beast.
I know for sure those are the 2 houses that are going to be back there in the tents, and exciting times. And like I said, from over there, the bathrooms are complete, the walls are down, which means these bathrooms are going to be open for Halloween Horror Nights. Still no sign here, but they do have lights. I wonder when the signs are going to go up. But yeah, bathrooms are open. And look over here. And it looks like we are going to have the Fanta bars back. Still no menu, but Wanta Fanta. And then right over here, still no food menus out. We do have some foods listed, and I'm very excited for a lot of the foods that have been announced. Just waiting for all the menus to get out. But as you see, it does say counselors only because this is a cabin for Friday the 13th, or Jason's Universe. Sorry, I guess that's what they call it. But it does say Camp Crystal Lake, which is amazing. I love Friday the 13th, and I'm so excited for it to be at the event. Everything's got vines. Overgrown. Love it. And it looks like we can do a little cold photo booth, or phone booth, photo op for Black Phone 2. Very excited for this. Black Phone 1 was great. Black Phone 2 is probably going to be even scarier and better. Basically the opposite of Megan, because Megan 1 was great, Megan 2 was not. But look at this. And if you don't want to wait in the 5 and dime line, they do have some Horror Night stuff here, which is cool. So if they're out of your sizes, maybe come over here and check over here. And we are back here in Club Horror in the San Fran area where they still have these little platforms, which somebody made a good point that they did have a shirt for the Blumhouse characters, but there's no Blumhouse zone. So maybe they're going to be standing here. And another thing that's going to suck, this is a bar. The line's going to be long. It's already going to be like all the way out to here. That's where the dance floor is going to be. That's where people are going to be dancing. We got these stages where people are going to be standing there taking photos. But they do have some cool ram skulls to give it off the horror vibes. So that's going to be cool. Each one of them does have like a cool little skull. Ram skulls, some bull skulls. So I guess that's cool. And we have another house portal here, which we do know is going to be Jason Universe.
The iconic horror villain Jason Voorhees is coming for you. Step into his terrifying world from his sinister shack in the woods to the summer camp where it all began.
Because this is where their house is going to be. And Jason Universe has the outside section. But, yep, Jason Universe here. And just a week ago, this was a seating section. and it is now fully transformed into a bar. Still no menus up, unfortunately, but they do have these screens now all done up for Universal Halloween Horror Nights. They're probably going to have some of the actors from the houses standing here so we can get some photo ops while we drink our alcoholic beverages or eat some of the food. But yeah, another big bar here. We are looping around to go to the beginning of the park. That's why we're over here now. But yeah, there's usually seats in here. But they have transformed it into the bar because Horror Night starts next week. I don't know how many times I've actually mentioned it, but literally this time next week, opening night has already started. So we're 6 days out until Horror Night. 7 days until we go, but 6 days out until officially opening. But Premium Scream Night, I do believe, is that Thursday, which is the day before. And team member preview is either Tuesday or Wednesday, so it's starting. And that's why all this stuff has to be out now, because it's starting literally in like 5 days. So it's close. Not really sure what this is for or what it's going to be showing, but it is a cool little, it might just be for the bars or directions. It could be directions to where all the other houses are, because the Ghoulish show is over here, which is where that truss over there is for. But oh, this water show is going to be so cool, so fun. I'm so excited for it. I'm just excited for everything for Horror Nights this year. This year's going to be amazing. And like I said, a new little pop-up to take in front of the Halloween Horror Nights logo, Halloween Horror Nights 25, with the cool blood splatter on the vine-covered, what's it called? Stained glass. That's what it is. I couldn't remember for some reason. And now we are walking through the Origins of Horror Scare Zone, where we are going to have the IPs, and I think I have figured out some of them. I don't know if they're going to switch them up. They might, maybe, but this is definitely Fallout, because that definitely looks like a vault. See, I thought they were going to be like statues of the characters that were in the IPs, but it looks like it's just going to be just the logos and stuff. So this is definitely Vault, whatever, 33, 32, whichever one is probably going to be. And then over here, I know it looks like a square, but I am pretty sure this is going to be WWE. So it does kind of look like, you know, a W. So this one might be WWE. It does really look like the logo. And I've watched WWE for years, and it definitely looks like the actual logo. And then we come over here. This one might be more challenging to figure out, but I don't know if y'all can see the holes. Let's see if I can turn up the brightness a little bit more. See if y'all can, or lower it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there are holes in here, which makes me believe that this might be Jason's mask, which would be actually pretty cool. A giant sculpture of his mask. And then over here, that would leave this one to be Five Nights at Freddy's, and it looks like a top hat with ears on the side. So it definitely looks like it's going to be Freddy Fazbear, the sculpture of him. Now the cool thing is that this one's just like his head, and then you have the vault over there, then you have the WWE logo, and then you have Jason's mask, and then you walk down here. See, this is where it's going to be kind of cool, because I think this character is probably going to be walking through this zone, which would be amazing, and just walking around the entire park, which would be amazing. But you can see the little top hat. This is definitely going to be Art the Clown with a chainsaw, and it's like his whole body instead of just like a little, just his face. This is going to be his whole body holding a chainsaw, but that's definitely his little top hat right there. So those are the Origins of Horror sculptures. And over here you still got some Halloween Horror Nights merch, and they got the Megan popcorn bucket right there. I'm not gonna get that, but ooh, let's go look and see what they do have over here, because they do have the house shirt, which I've already bought. Let me turn it up. This house shirt is probably one of my favorites that I've ever had. It just looks really cool, and it has all 10. Finally. And then you have the cup that I have bought, the Megan Popcorn Bucket. The Scare Zone shirt. And then over here you have that bag that is in the Universal store. Some light up flashing horns. I bought this one as well. This is the frame that we have that we got to fill out. The shirt looks pretty cool. Oh, that one looks so cool too. I don't know. I don't know if I should get it or not. Maybe. And then we have this cool pin with the gargoyle on it. And a frame.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's cool. Put your pictures in. A little wallet holder. A magnet for Halloween Horror Nights. Definitely might get that. The pin. This shirt that I already have. And a fan.
They'll have like a combination of it.
And let's walk around real quick. Oh, the stanchions are being put out. Look at that. Those are the stanchions. Oh, it's really bright. Sorry. Also, Rip Ride Rocket is closed. I forgot about that. I completely forgot whenever I walked in here that it was closed. So, no more Rip Ride, unfortunately. Oh, it's just this house again. It's just these shirts. But yeah, I am going to get this pin. Or this magnet. So our next house portal entrance. As they're lining up stanchions, I'm still so excited for this. This one looks like it's going to be Horrors of the Wyatt 6. I think that's what this one's going to be. They're getting the stanchions ready for this weekend. For this week. That's exciting. And then when you just walk down here, this one looks like it's definitely going to be themed to El Artista, like I said in the last video. But they do have the POS out. Still no menus. I want menus. And I'm not going to get menus until I come because this is my last Horror Nights update, which I thought last week was going to be, but I could not resist coming. Because all this stuff is out and the portals were out. And I wanted to show y'all the portals. Speaking of portals, look over there. They have TVs where we're going to be in line for one of the houses. So that's cool. Another Once a Fontainebleau. So there are very many rumors to what this new ride's going to be. One of them is because it's Ghostbusters. Because the firehouse for Ghostbusters ride of past was right here. But look, this is Rip Ride Rocket and it's missing its entire track. Which is sad. Are there any other house portals over here? There should be, right? You would think, because, well, maybe those are the only house portals. Maybe those two things that I showed were house portals? Because there aren't any over here because we're not going to be going down this way because of construction. So maybe that's why. So this is where we usually get our tribute store. But not this year. This year is going to be in Sahara Traders, which is over there. But before we get there, we are in the New York Scare Zone of what is Mutations Toxic 20s, where we have barrels of rat poison. I think it's rat poison, right? I think that's what they said it was. A car crash. And then you got this, like, just, you know, typical comic book style toxic waste. That looks so cool. I want to see if you can see how green it is. It's not doing it justice, but this is so green, so gooey, so cool. And it's literally everywhere. Just like here, what I was showing last week, now it's covered in the green goo. How these barrels got over here, I have no idea. Did they just like crash and it flew over here and landed perfectly? I don't know. Oh, look. It's a little disgusting rat. I don't know if y'all can see it. Look at that. It's just a little rat. Right at the forest. But this is covered in goo. So these flowers are definitely poison now. And then even here where the police car is, covered in goo on the stanchions. Kind of want to touch it to see what it feels like, but I'm not going to do that. But it just looks very foamy. And another area that I showed last time that's covered in goo. And then another disgusting toxified rat. Oh, that's a zombie rat. What disgusting things. There's definitely going to be a dead body sitting on top of the toxic barrel. Here at the periodicals, the newsstand where it talks about the toxic city. We do have toxic everywhere. That toxic goop covering everything, because last week it was not covered. And this barrel wasn't here, I don't think. Where are all these barrels coming from? But look, down Sting Alley, which looks like this is going to be a food booth that is going to be themed to Mutations Toxic 20s. So that's going to be cool. A cool food booth over here. I wonder what kind of food is going to be in that one. Newspapers. Then we have a cool one right here. Oh, look, legs. Hello. Definitely a dead body here. Another rat. Say no to hooch. People are definitely going to be coming out here and scaring. Oh man, this zone's going to be so cool. I'm so excited for this. It just looks so dope. And this dead body's covered in that toxic stuff. And here, we have the Occult Artifacts of the World Opening Night Gala. This is going to be the tribute store for this year. Let's go into Sahara Traders and check out what they have here. So there are some more shirts here. Already have that one. I'm gonna grab this one. Five Nights at Freddy's ones. And then YS6. This is sick. So excited for this. I'm gonna get this one and that Terrifier one. And here you can buy a mask. So this is where the tribute store will be. It's here, and then in those rooms over there. But you got a lot of the Horror Nights merch that we have already had. So, that's cool. And then checking in on the food booths. Vault 33, the POS system here. I don't know why it's a POS system, because it's, well, I guess it is a point of sale system, huh? Anyway. Oh, they have it uncovered. They moved the trees. Vault 33. That is so cool. There's the Firefly Funhouse one. Love the Firefly Funhouse. As you can see, for Horror Nights, we got WWE. Love WWE. And then looky here. It's a TV. So it was cool. Let me zoom out. I forgot that I zoomed in already. The POS looks great. Little TV. It's actually funny because I have my headphone in while I am doing this to listen to all the Halloween Horror Nights 34 hype songs. And Clown Cafe has just ended. And now Shatter for WWE is playing. But Clown Cafe, I mean, just look at this. Terrifier, man. It's gonna be so good. And then the Terrifier Funhouse itself. I know I've already shown these, but I mean, it's just, it is so cool. There's only 3 house portals over here. There's one over there. And then I think these 2 are going to be house portals, but there are going to be 5 houses back here in the sound stages. So I'm going to go over all 5 of them right now.
Go head to head with the Wyatt Six as they lure you through the ominous doorway to their shadowy realm. You're about to meet your match. Five Nights at Freddy's. Get ready for the night watch at a creepy, abandoned pizzeria where nothing is what it seems and possessed animatronics are lurking. El Artista of Spanish Haunting. In 19th century Spain, a tortured artist moves to an isolated country manor to seek inspiration. Instead, the art comes alive and possesses him. You're about to be a part of the permanent exhibition. Grave of Flesh. Welcome to your funeral, where things are about to go from bad to worse. You'll enter your grave and then the underworld, where the flesh eaters who feed on the dead will hunt you for all eternity. Terrifier. Try your luck against Art the Clown in the Terrifier Funhouse. You'll witness his grotesque handiwork of torture and be exposed to the spatter of his victims. It's a whole new level of gore.
And also one of the most popular bar spots here is another Wana Fana bar. Still no menu items or nothing. Still no drink menus. This is another bar that pretty much everybody goes to. I don't know, this kind of sounds like some epic Horror Nights music. Maybe they're testing out the music for the Hauntophonic? Huh? Am I getting a little sneak peek? Oh. Fancy. So I did miss this portal, and this portal is going to be Dolls Let's Play Dead.
You're about to become doll-sized and witness the unnatural creations of a twisted little girl. You'll be hunted by burnt fashion dolls, toys she's melted together, and undead horrors in her dollhouse.
So that is going to do it from Universal Studios Orlando, where we went through the house portals to see where the houses were. We went through the scare zones to see some more updates, and we came to see this cool thing. Bought a bunch of merch, got a book bag full of it and a handful of it. But Horror Nights starts next week, and we will be there today, next week. I'm so excited. Like, Horror Nights starts in a couple of days. Like, I know the event doesn't officially start till Friday, but people are going to be going through the houses soon. So yeah, it's literally next week. And my next video is going to be a Horror Nights video. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.